Hi Kunal, welcome to Now Binging. This is a show about your binging habits. But can I just begin by telling you how much I love Loot Case?
Thank
I
you so
had the
much.
best time in the
Thank
movie,
you.
uh,
Thank you.
and you were so good in it.
Thank you.
So I want to start, Kunal, by asking you. Also, of course, had Abhay on Z5. I want to ask you if you felt that as an actor, you actually had a lot more people watching the film, watching the show because it was on streaming, and that you're in a better place as an actor now than you were earlier.
I believe that there are two reasons to being an actor. There was a reason why I chose to be an actor, which was the passionate part of it, and then there is the business angle of it, right? As a passionate person, the whole idea of being an actor was a romance of watching oneself on the 70 screen, and
Sure.
going to the theaters, being in that crowd, whistling, hooting, enjoying the songs, because I used to love going to theaters, and that's the whole romance of it, and that's why I did it. Uh, but then of course then there is this other side of how many people see it, and they love it more, because I realized with some of my films also that didn't do so well on in theaters, over the time on television became really really popular, but we only wished if it had done that box office. And but that's the other thing, right? Because the barometer of a success of a film still remains to be box office. I don't know how an actor becomes more popular, or can charge a bigger fee based on what happens on the OTT platform. I don't know what the business uh, equal to for that is yet. I'm very happy today that Loot Case has gotten the kind of love that it got on the OTT, and but yet at the same time, I will never know what it could have done on the box
Sure.
office.
Yeah.
So I mean, we're happy with what we have right now.
Yeah, yeah. So, what kind of a binge watcher are you? Are you somebody who can sort of keep at it for many, many hours? And are there any favorite genres?
I can actually. I've been binge watching for a very long time, even before the OTT space came in. I'm one of those guys who can early morning wake up, put on the television, and just be in bed all day and just keep watching. I think that's how I watched Prison Break, and sometimes 24. Yesterday was a day off, and I found this amazing series on Amazon called 000, and I just finished it. I watched it in like a day and a half, and I loved it.
I read that you've seen The Matrix more than 40 times. What is the obsession with The Matrix?
It's it's insane. I love that film so much. It's perhaps it's like the Bible for me in so many ways,
Huh.
because I just feel that it was a film. The first time, there was a lot of anticipation when the film came out with the special effects. The first time I saw it, I didn't understand it at all, and it was fun. But with each viewing, I realized that there was something that I understood about the film, and I started seeing it as a spiritual film, because a lot of things said and a lot of ideas that are talked about in the film makes so much more sense. uh, and that's why I said that as I grew up, and every a year and a half or two you watch it, it just spoke to me in different ways. So I don't know, I mean, it may be personal, but I just feel screenplay wise, story wise, it was just an amazing idea. The second and third I wasn't a big fan of, but the first one is just amazing.
Yeah, it's dated pretty well,
Yep,
because it still holds together.
exactly.
So, Kunal, I was looking at your filmography, and it's amazing. The first credit you have on IMDb as an actor is the television series Gul Gulshan Gul Farm in '87.
Yes,
And I was like, oh my God, you practically spent your whole life in front of a camera. Uh,
I
Tell
did.
me, in all these years, Kunal, what is like the one truth about showbiz that you have come to understand that this is what it is?
Patience, grit, and I don't have it, but it would really help to have a little bit of thick skin, because there is so much that gets said, sometimes directly to you, sometimes indirectly, and now thanks to the social media all around you, that it can affect you and affect. It's dangerous. It can affect you as a person and as a professional, and in both cases, for an actor, that's not good. Uh, I mean, even if it doesn't affect you professionally, but personally, you kind of go into this place, and the last couple of years we've all been talking about, uh, you
Yeah.
know, like depression or mental illness, and how people feel lonely in this industry, because this industry is like that. And
Yeah.
I've really learned that while you while this is, I mean, in a way, like a lot of people give it their all, so it becomes their life. You have to understand that it has to be a part of your life. You really have to invest in friends, families, and give some time there, because that's what will get you through. Because it is actually like that, like all that glitters is not really gold. When we see the lives of actors, we have to understand that sometimes they're like that one tweet or that story or that post that's great in that 1 minute, but before and after that 1 minute there's a lot of struggle, there's a lot of heartbreak, there's a lot of opportunity, there's a lot of missed opportunity, which we can't really tell anybody. Everybody has to go through that, and fair enough. I mean, the biggest stars in this country somewhere have had the same up and down or the tough journey which a struggler has, and I think life is the equalizer eventually.
Tell me, you also, Kunal, of course, for all these years have had a sort of front row seat on fame, on celebrity. And now your daughter is already a social media star. I mean, she's gorgeous. She's already photographed. What do you make of it? Has your attitude towards it changed? Do you feel you need to protect her in any way?
Of course, there are. See, this is also something which it's so new for us, at least, because
Absolutely.
I think Taimur became the first kid who invited this kind of a paparazzi thing, and we were like 9 months later. So for us also, it was like we didn't even know. Like I know, like now, I really respected the way Virat and Anushka went about it. They wrote to everybody, but at that time, maybe I would have done the same, but we did not know like who to we send this to and how does this work. But I think it is always going to be different for different people, and I don't think there is a right or wrong about this. I initially was really scared of the fact that I just didn't want flash in her eyes, and because I don't think we even comprehend what this means to them. The fact that we say celebrity or social media, they're completely unaware of this. Inaya doesn't even know that we're actors or what we do. She's really never seen me or Soha on television yet. Yeah, and I just feel bad about the fact that for us, it may be a symbiotic relationship where we need them and they need us.
Yeah.
Our children didn't have a say or a vote in that. And I don't know if they like it or not, and if it is good for them or not. Like I said, I don't even know how they see that. Maybe it may be putting an added pressure on them as they grow up. I don't know. So like I said, it's a step that we'll take when we come to it, and we'll talk about it. But as of now, we're just going with it and adapting to whatever is happening.
Kunal, is there a film other than The Matrix? Is there maybe an Indian film that sort of has the same significance in your life like The Matrix does, or a film that you would recommend to all our viewers?
I remember when I saw Appu Raja or Sadma for the first time. That was the first time I'd seen somebody who was able to make me cry. Yeah. And I was a young kid, and I saw Kamal Haasan, and I was like, what is happening? Why am I feeling? And I was crying. I was bawling. So I was blown away by this actor. And then I saw Pushpak. I think so. I was in awe of Kamal Haasan. And that's when I started understanding what acting was. So Pushpak, Mayor Saab, I used to just be a big Kamal Haasan fan. And then, of course, Mr. Bachchan was the guy who made all of us want to say that hum jahan khade hote hain, line wahi se shuru hoti hai. And you're like, oh, everybody's whistling and going nuts. And I remember when I saw Shiva for the first time, and I was slightly older, I was like, I just felt like I want to be on that screen one day when people just go mad, and I'll take the cycle chain and I'll lapeto it and I'll go and beat somebody. And then Jo Jeeta Wahi Sikandar, which became like a stadium.
Yeah.
And like, the songs are being sung, and like even now when you watch it, Amir is going to win that race, but you're still sitting like this saying, oh, I hope he wins it, I hope he wins it. So that's how brilliantly it was done, right? And then, of course, Andaz Apna Apna. That was the whole comedy gospel for everybody who grew up in the 90s. We would just watch it endlessly, time and again. So, I mean, these are the films that immediately come to mind that I think because I've watched them so much and so many times. I remember I used to have a VHS of Namak Halal at home, which I used to love. And again, Bachchan Saab, then, that comedy and everything that he did. I used to come back, and when I was having lunch, I would start playing it and watch it for 20 minutes. Then I had to take it out. The next day I would come and put it. So I would watch it in installments and then rewind it and then put it again and watch it in installments.
I remember loving Aaj Rapat Jaye To Hame Na, so much. I love that song. Just Smita Patil and Mr. B were just magical.
Just amazing, I know.
Amazing, yeah. Kunal, I'm going to now just pull out questions. This is our bucket round, and these are not very tough questions. These are all questions about things you like to watch. What's maybe a contemporary show or film that you would recommend to our viewers? Something that you've seen recently?
000.
Right.
The show that I just finished watching on Amazon.
Achha, how do these day and a half binge watching sprees, affect the marriage? Is Soha okay with?
No, she's in Delhi. She and the baby are in
That's
Delhi.
right.
That's why this is happening. Otherwise, I'm telling you, our life, we can't. I don't watch anything. Even if I have a day off at home,
Right.
I'm barely watching some YouTube videos because
Right.
television is after Inaya goes to sleep. So from 8:30 to whenever we sleep, which is like generally at 10:30 or 11, is when we watch television. And I have this home theater system that I have to watch on like really low. So now that they're not there, I am blowing off the windows because I'm like, now I'm going to watch it.
If someone was going through a heartbreak, what film or show would you recommend?
The Office or 2.5 Men.
Okay, what's a film that inspired you to travel?
Motorcycle Diaries.
So beautiful.
I know. I think I was too young when I watched it to understand how beautiful it actually was in the ways that stuff that was happening in the film.
Okay, which film would you recommend for a family to watch together?
Loot Case. If you haven't watched it, it's a family film that you can all enjoy. What did we watch last? I don't know. I mean, see, when you say family, then it has to be like you don't want to forward anything or be like, "Oh, re babre, ye wala scene hai," or all of that. So either you watch something that Disney makes, or
Right.
then I don't know. The first thing that I know that Loot Case was that film, which everybody could watch.
Absolutely. That I'm hoping I saw some buzz in the media about a sequel. Is that on the cards?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't heard.
You haven't heard? I hope.
I hope so. Yeah,
I mean,
it'll be fun to do it.
It would be fun, and it's that ending left plenty of storytelling to happen. So who knows?
Yeah.
What's one of your films, Kunal, that you recommend that people watch? What's something you're proud of?
Superstar was one of those films that it was my first flop, so to say, on the box office, but it was a film that was so close to my heart because it did have a lot of my fears at that time as an actor, what would happen and what if and what not, and how things work around the industry, and a lot of humor. And that was also the first time that I was doing everything that the so-called Bollywood actors should do. There was action, there was dance, there was romance, there was emotion. So it had all of that. But it's also a film that, like I said, there were films that did not do well on the box office. I think that was one of those films that years later, like even till date, when I'm traveling, promoting this film, when I go to smaller towns, or even, so many young kids come up to me and they talk about that film with so much love. And I just feel that now it feels it's okay, because that heartbreak of it not doing well at the box office, it still means that people have watched it. So yeah, that is one film that I would like everybody to see if they haven't. And the other one I think is Go Goa Gone, which everybody enjoys. And
Yeah.
It's just like, it's a baby for me because it was Raj DK and I who kind of conceived that whole thing. So it's very nice to know that something that was just in your heads, not just as an actor, but as a creative person, as a writer also. So yeah, that one.
How wonderful. Yeah. Those are good choices. Kunal, thank you so much. And
Thank you.
I'm hoping that you are in at least 2 sequels, Loot Case and Go Goa Gone.
I hope so too. Thank you.
Get that to happen quickly.
I'm going to will it.
Watch your favorite shows and movies from 11 entertainment apps all at one place on the big screen of your TV with Tata Sky Binge. To know more, click on the link in the description.